And let's talk about what the judge said there at the end. We do not usually hear that from a judge. It's so important, I think, even that they're explaining to this jury why the defense is important, why what they do comes with a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
challenges and their professionalism, because I think sometimes you can get lost in it, especially when the victim is someone so vulnerable, like a 7-year-old girl. And of course, this defense was robust in the eyes of the public. They put on witness after witness talking about the limitations of this defendant, things that perhaps explain why he did what he did, and that could be infuriating to the average person. So I think the judge took a lot of care there to make sure they understand this is why the public defender's office does this. This is a hard job, it's a necessary job, and they did it the right way.
They protect the system. They are necessary for the system. There's a thing that separates our country from Stalinist Russia, 100 years ago. It's robust, vigorous defense attorneys. These defense attorneys get spit at, they get lambasted, they get bullied online, they get people saying, "How dare you defend?" Those people are ignorant, they're dumb. Anybody who criticizes a defense attorney for doing their job is a moron. They're ignorant. And these defense attorneys, they're making what? 60 grand a year, 70 grand a year. They're living paycheck to paycheck. But this judge has probably had to deal with a lot of them quitting over cases like this because it's not, hey, I'll go work, I'll do a job making 10 times the money and defend a white collar criminal. I don't need this. Why do I need this? Why am I doing this? This judge knows that his job is harder when these people quit and a younger person comes in to do the job and that person doesn't know what they're doing because now that judge knows that this case is going to come down on appeal for ineffective assistance of counsel. Whereas this very seasoned attorney here that is thinking of quitting, but because she's getting bullied online, I'm going to defend her and let her know, please don't quit. I love what you do. We all need what you do. Because if he didn't make that speech, those family members would have crossed the line and they would have probably spat at the defense attorney standing by this man, And so I think this was important. I love it when judges do this and they need to do it. And my experience, every judge compliments and commends public defenders. I don't think people understand how difficult of a life it is to be a public defender, to have $400,000 in student debt and you're making no money and you have no resources, none. The defense attorneys that were representing Stefan Diggs earlier, they were able to get jury consultants and pay them, $50,000 to give them a consultation on every single jury members and their background. These public defenders in the Horner case couldn't do that. They had to just go based on instinct, right? Making no money. And so I'm sorry for going on a rant, but from experience.